Welcome back. Welcome back. Your man Diamond K in here, of course. The Diamond K Show on fire-tv.com. On all social media, I am at the Diamond K Show. Super Bowl is in the bag. We have a winner, and I wasn't surprised. I wanted the 49ers to win. But I felt that Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City would just be too much for the very stacked 49ers team to overcome. Just too much. And that is exactly what happened. Once again, Kansas City Chiefs are Super Bowl champions. Back to back. Man. Back to back. And, you know, it's there are going to be a lot of folks that are going to say this and they're going to say that. Was the quarterback, as in Brock Purdy, was he up to the task? Did he do his thing? And play calling. We're going to talk about a lot of these things. I thought that all in all, the presentation, the spectacle that is the Super Bowl, the pomp and circumstance, and the legacy, all of that, the entertainment factor. I've talked about the entertainment side of sports, and we definitely saw that on full display. I was really immersed in the pre-game celebration. There was a lot going on, a lot of discussion. Usher's halftime performance was amazing. We're going to talk about that. It was a great game. I thought it was a really, really good game. It was a lot of takeaways. There are a lot of things that we can surmise from that. It was a very intriguing game, very, very intriguing game. But at the end of the day, we saw Kansas City continue to dominate the landscape. Now, the Chiefs dynasty, that's where we are. The Kansas City Chiefs are in the midst of a dynasty. Back-to-back Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes already going to go down as one of the greats. Now, the calls during the Chiefs 49ers game, officiating crew, they need to be investigated. I mean, it is, whether we're talking about Super Bowl, whether we're talking about just in general, they really need to be investigated. I think that we need consistent officiating. Is that too much? Consistent officiating. So I was playing a game of pool during a lot of the pregame stuff, and doing my thing, dominating, and so the game is setting up. They're starting to have some of the pomp and circumstance type stuff. We got to hear the Black national anthem sung before the Super Bowl. That was a good look. And I enjoyed it. It was a very soulful rendition. And some racists not happy with that. The NFL's overtime rules. The overtime rules left a lot of players confused on both teams. Very, very interesting. So we have Kansas City winning the game, but you even had folks on their team confused as to what the rules were as far as overtime. Very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So, of course, we can't talk about Super Bowl 58 without talking about Taylor Swift. So, the superstar flew over 5,000 miles from Tokyo to Las Vegas to witness the dramatic late Chiefs win. Dramatic. It was a dramatic win. No doubt about that. But what is the fascination with Taylor Swift? What is the fascination? She was getting her drink on. I'll say that. she was definitely getting her a drink on. There were a lot of big time folks, superstars, supposed superstars in attendance. But as I said, the NFL puts on a great show. NFL puts on a great show. So when you talk about the spectacle and all of that stuff, NFL once again showing why folks tune in for 4+ hours. They want to see the commercials. The commercials, which surprisingly, ironically, I'll say surprisingly, $7 million. $7 million. Whoa. Would you spend $7 million on a Super Bowl ad? Wow, I don't know about that. Now, Chiefs, 49ers. Chief players, the rest of the NFL world, the sports world, trying to react to the 49ers' decision to receive the ball first after winning the coin toss beyond me. People talk about Shanahan as a genius and all that kind of stuff. He played in the Super Bowl, which there was overtime. So I don't know why the decision to receive the kick was done by Kyle Shanahan. Whenever you start talking about the analytics this, analytics that, whenever you talk about the analytics, I think you are losing. The 49ers tested the clutchness, tried to test the clutchness of Patrick Mahomes. Big mistake. And this decision came back to bite them in the butt. Gut-wrenching loss yesterday. 49ers decided to receive the ball after winning the overtime coin toss. The general NFL world and I guess players on the other team are just like confused. I'm sure that the Chiefs were confused but happy. And at the end of the day, Kyle Shanahan told reporters after the loss that he didn't regret the decision. Bull crap. The reasoning mind-boggling. So many players on the 49ers didn't know the rules of overtime. You're playing at the highest level, and you don't even know the rules. They had a 10-point lead and still end up losing the game, the 49ers. Brock Purdy, for his effort, has nothing to be ashamed of. Did his thing. Played a very good game. He took ownership of the 49ers loss, but it was not all on him. I thought that he did pretty good. But at the end of the day, the Kansas City Chiefs dynasty is here. It is upon us. Um, you know, Patrick Mahomes is going to go down as one of the greats, one of the all-time greats. I don't see anything slowing this gentleman down. He is focused. He is about his business. You can't pin him down. He does not quit. He does not quit. He's focused. He's accurate. And the Kansas City Chiefs, once again, Patrick Mahomes, I mean, just some improbable completions, some crazy throws. He's hard to pin down. He is slick. He is slippery. It was a thrilling game. Patrick Mahomes does it again, leading the Chiefs to an overtime win. So what's next? Mahomes says that a three-peat would be legendary. He is right. And so is the three-peat where they are trying to go? According to some polls, 20% of the viewers said that they were rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs because of Taylor Swift. Interesting. This time next year, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce may not even be together. Maybe. I don't know. Camera, they had, as I said, they had a camera person on Taylor Swift pretty much at all times. Because that's just how they roll. That's just how they roll. But you know, it's a spectacle, right? It's a spectacle. It was an entertaining event, and that's what we got. We got entertainment galore. So speaking of entertainment, we had Usher with the halftime show. I thought Usher did his thing. I thought Usher did his thing. He's just one of those dudes. He's just one of those dudes. He's a veteran. He's been doing this since he was a kid, since he was a baby. And now look at him. Grown man in the game. And you know, he's been in Vegas. I thought that the inclusion of Usher made sense. Alicia Keys on stage with him. We saw that. Now, of course, is it Trey Songz that was Mr. Steal Your Girl? Was that Trey Songz or was it R. Kelly? I think a couple of them have claimed that title. But currently, Usher has been vying for the title, performing with Alicia Keys, the oh so sexy Alicia Keys, looking very good, very thick, very nice, very nice. Usher could not help but take some liberties here. When I say take some liberties, he definitely got his what do you call it? His feel on. He was hugging, he was loving, you know. And needless to say, folks were I don't know, trying to spark up some stuff. I think that a lot of times the internet, folks on the internet, just focus on the wrong stuff. But if I have to give you my thoughts on Usher's Super Bowl halftime performance, it's one of the best that I've seen. One of the best I've seen. If it's not the best, it's the next to the best. I think it's probably the best one that I've seen. Now, here's the thing. Everything flowed just seamless. He's in Vegas. He's done 100+ shows. He's got this show down pat and was able to compact it into a 15-minute segment. It was hype. It was lit. It was what we needed to see. It was what we needed to see. There were commercials. There were announcements. It was a lot. It was a lot. But that performance that Usher put in, and of course, you don't get paid for that performance, but that performance is going to put a lot of money in Usher's pocket because it set him up lovely. He has a tour coming up, just dropped an album on Friday. Everybody in the music world is talking about Usher right now. Usher went viral for his hug with Alicia Keys during the halftime show. I'm sure that she expected Usher to do something. She probably didn't know what it was. There were times where he was kind of like, feeling up the cakes, doing that, and it was a playful show. It was something that had the internet talking. Usher is a veteran in this game. He is independent. He's an independent artist. He's not signed to a major label. He's formed his own label with some partners. And I just think that he is in a prime position to make the money that he deserves. So if you think about it, this is a great pop comeback story. Billboard talking about the comeback, half a decade of subtle gains in career momentum for the singer. He's definitely rode the wave. He stayed dedicated. He stayed focused, and he is absolutely winning right now. So I'm very happy for him. Here's another thing that he did. He represented Atlanta to the fullest. Atlanta to the fullest. I really like the fact that he did not forget where he came from. He did not at all forget where he came from. Talking about Usher. So there was a lot of hat tipping to the A. But in addition to his performing, 2005, so almost 20 years ago, Usher invested $9 million into the Cavaliers. Now, at the time, folks were saying, like, what is he doing? Right? Invested this $9 million, which gave him a 1% ownership stake in the team. 1%. So you may say to yourself, what's the big deal with the 1%? The team value, Cavaliers, in 2005, so almost 20 years ago, was $375 million. The team's value in 2024 is $3.2 billion. Oh, this was a big win for Usher. Big win. And that's just on the business side. So he's got this tour. He's added some additional dates for his Atlanta leg. And it all is looking good. All is looking good for Usher right now. I have had a chance to skim through the album. I'm going to leave here, and I have a meeting to go to, and I'm going to listen to a little bit more of the Usher album. I like to listen to new projects on the road. I like to, listen to them in the truck and stream that way. So Usher, as I said, adding 2 more concert dates after an epic Super Bowl show. Epic Super Bowl show. Yeah, it was epic. Memorable for a lot of reasons. We got a chance to see Ludacris, will.i.am, Lil Jon, Jermaine Dupri, Alicia Keys, and marching band, a host of talented singers and dancers and skaters, and it was a lot. It was a lot that we saw. I really enjoyed the show. Folks took it upon themselves to poke fun at the hug, the way that Usher grabbed Alicia Keys, and Usher has obtained a marriage license, and it is rumored that him and his longtime girlfriend are going to be getting married. Alicia Keys is married, and they're performing, right? It's just like you have an actor or an actress performing. But this hug and the subsequent memes and such, Swizz Beatz had to actually react to Usher's hugging of his wife during the halftime show. Swizz Beatz said that y'all talking about the wrong thing, reacting to this viral moment during the halftime show. He said that y'all don't see the amazing dress covering the entire stadium. Yeah, the piano that Alicia Keys had. Tonight's performance was nothing but amazing. Nothing but amazing. And, congrats to Usher and Alicia Keys. That song is a classic. We don't do negative vibes on this side. We make history. So it was interesting. He said, go see Giants at, and then he has the museum. It opens until July. Blessings. So Swizz Beatz taking the high road. Swizz Beatz doing what they call the grown man thing. So shout out to him for not getting pulled into the foolishness. Shout out to Swizz Beatz for not taking what they call commonly the bait. Shout out to him for that. I definitely, he's an OG. So if you want to try to do something, you're going to try a little bit harder to get the man. Speaking of trying hard, that we had to see it. Travis Kelce has some kind of a mental breakdown where he was yelling at the coach. Not sure what that was about. But here he is with Taylor Swift and just some other shots from the game. That's cute right there. Just a lot. Trophy. Patrick Mahomes. Kansas City Chiefs victorious. So they're going to be celebrating in Kansas City, Missouri. No doubt. Usher celebrating, and the fans of the Chiefs, this is a happy day for them. And last thing, Beyonce's announcement of her new album surprised many. It is going to be a country album. Act 2. I guess this is Renaissance Act 2, right? Coming in March. She had a commercial that kind of set this whole thing up. And as I said, commercial is $7 million. But Beyonce, someone who is an icon in this, you can see her there. She is the consummate professional, consummate businesswoman, and she knows how to feed her fans. So she gave them a tour. She gave them the movie. Now she's coming back with a new album. As I said, will be country music. She's from Texas, Houston. Act 2 drops March the 29th. Very interesting. Are you excited about this new Beyonce album? It came out of nowhere, so nobody thought that she was going to be dropping this soon, right? Of course, you're going to say some fans are going to try to act like they already knew that it was coming. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, family. You did not know. So Beyonce also dropping a new song last night. I'm going to check that out as well. Somebody online asking who's going to create the Beyonce line dance. And he said, don't throw algebra in it like the Tamia mess, referencing the line dance song to the Tamia record, which a lot of people have trouble doing. It's kind of difficult song. You know what I mean? The memes for Super Bowl, of course, were all over the place. Here's one that stood out to me. You know what I mean? Like the what is it? Love and Basketball remake kind of thing. Folks just, they go overboard with the online stuff. But again, we had a Super Bowl to remember. Super Bowl to remember. Speaking of remembering, one fan viewer of the Super Bowl talked about how during Usher's performance there were Usher bucks falling from the sky. Right? Usher's performing. Usher is a performer. Right? Usher bucks falling from the sky. Of course, let me know your thoughts. Love to hear it in the comment section. Of course, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Threads at The Diamond K Show. I'm here weekdays, 6 p.m. Anywhere you get your podcast, just search The Diamond K Show. Of course, follow me on all social media. Instagram is probably my favorite, right? Instagram probably my favorite. Very easy for you to follow us and everything that we have going on at The Diamond K Show. So I post daily, multiple times a day, giving you the latest news and updates. And of course, we talk about trending topics here on the program. We have a lot of other shows here. The No Filter podcast airs live on Mondays from 8 to 10. We also have Swap Radio, which airs live on Thursdays, 7 p.m. And of course, the Baltimore Lean Show, which airs Fridays live, 8 to 10 p.m. The His and Hers Show, which airs on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, the Diamond K Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. The Throwback Mix is on Thursdays, 12 p.m. And the On Fire Mix Show, Saturdays, 12 p.m. A lot of things going on here. Of course, On Fire-TV. You need to get in touch with me. Very easy. djdiamondk at gmail.com. You want to advertise. Very easy for you to do that. Head on over to onfire-tv.com. Click advertise or DM me on social media so we can get started promoting your product, service, or business. As always, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. YouTube.com/djdiamondk. I will see you guys tomorrow.